There we go, we're live. Nice. Okay. This is going to be a really basic understanding video. Let's get into it. How do you solve inconsistent client acquisition? Actually, I'm going to pause. Oh, fuck. How is audio? Hello, hello, hello? Okay, I can enhance that afterwards. How do you solve inconsistent client acquisition? You probably don't have a lead problem. It is more of a system problem, I would say. You've got to focus on reliable channels, such as where have you gotten clients in the past, put your expertise into that area, and you'll more or less so regain clients from that. Putting your effort into proven areas is more than less so going to work 100 times out of 10, because if it's happened once, it'll happen again, and if it's happened again, it's going to keep happening and keep happening. And I'd also say build some sort of repeatable pipelines. What do I mean by this? Repeatable pipelines as in, how do I continue to prove my worth to the right people and get them to see it and come back to me? How I would, for example, structure this would be, a repeatable pipeline would be, you are really good at teaching someone one specific thing. Make that your thing, and then from there you will be able to kind of get results. Not kind of, you'll 100% get results, and the results that you get, you can then build off of. That'll allow you to attract more people within that area who are kind of struggling with that issue. If it was to make sense, it would be build some sort of kind of product. That's your main streamlined system. That is what you do, that is who you are, that is what you present. And then from there, you can build an acquisition-based structure off of that. Maybe you're really good at teaching people how to bench press. Let's make that your thing. You teach middle-aged men how to get really good at bench to impress their wives. You get results, you show people the results, you post them on social media, you go down the channels, you maybe work in Pure Gym, you put up a banner teaching people that you are the benching guy, and from there you've just built a client acquisition pipeline that'll allow you to not only attract new customers, but if you become better, become cooler, become more or less broad, you could attract older customers back as well, and that'll definitely help with client acquisition in the future. Next question I have to ask is, how do you stop burning out from being a one-man business? It's going to be hard. Any PT or coach will know this. You are a one-man guy. You are the system maker, you are the content producer, you are the problem solver, you are everything in this business. You're 100 different hands, and it's unfortunate because that's kind of the area you've gone into. One recommendation I would say is stop acting like an employee. It is a business. You are an entrepreneur, you are a founder, you are a business. You aren't an employee. Second thing I would say is simplify what you can do right now. AI is fantastic. AI is literally amazing. You can simplify about 60% of the client area, other than maybe the one-to-one WhatsApp messaging that's actually needed. With onboarding, you can streamline that instantly. You onboard someone, you put it into an AI, it handles the whole onboarding system for you. So if I was to say something important now, it would be to automate all of your systems. What I mean by this is find a way to streamline your client onboarding systems, find a way to streamline your client reply systems, find a way to streamline getting more clients, find a way to streamline everything. Once you've got a client, streamline the checkup texts, because that's not something you need a hand in. You could, and maybe you're old fashioned, maybe you want to work with people more hands on. You can't tell me now that sending a simple "how's it going" text, "have you ate today" text can be not only time consuming, easy to forget, and if you forget that, that lowers your service. Third of all, it would make your life easier. If you just do client onboarding, checkup messages via AI, all of these things via just simple AI systems, you'll not only make more money because your perceived value will go up immensely. People will talk about you more. They'll say, yeah, you know what, he was really good. He helped me get more clients. He helped me get leaner, or bench more, or skinnier, you know? He helped me put on weight. They'll say that to all their friends in work, and then they'll say, oh, can you put me on? Can you give me his number? Can you give me his Instagram handle? Because word of mouth also matters. Word of mouth may not be in the top 5 of how to get more clients, but word of mouth matters. And if your word of mouth goes exponentially great in your local area, you'll get more clients. And by doing that, that'll only stop you from burning out. You'll get more clients, you'll make more money. And fortunately, you'll also stop slaving away. You won't be as much as an employee anymore, because being an employee is really the worst thing a PT or a coach can do. So to stop yourself from burning out and being a one-man business, stop slaving away and become a business owner, not an employee, because you're an entrepreneur. So automate your systems and it'll help make your perceived value go up and make you feel like less of an employee. A lack of differentiating, which means blending in, is a huge issue with personal trainers. And what do I mean by this? I mean, stop being a fitness coach. Yeah, sounds confusing. You've got a degree in personal training, and I'm telling you to stop being a fitness coach. I'll make it make sense. You are probably doing the same thing as 99% of people. Do you want to be doing the same thing as 99% of people? Do you think you're going to get the most clients if you're doing the exact same thing as 99% of people? Do you think you're going to make the most revenue from doing the same thing as 99% of people? Let's be realistic, no. You're not going to make the most revenue, you're not going to get the most clients, and you're not going to look the coolest or the best coach in your local area. And I'm speaking very local. I'm speaking as this was one-to-one is your main form of income and you want to get more one-to-one clients. So stop differentiating, and the way I say by doing this is sell an outcome. Stop selling the same form, lessons and crap. Sell an actual outcome, or a specific area that you can solve. You know, this guy next door knows how to give abs in 6 months. Be the guy who can get abs in 3 months. You don't look as good, but they're abs. You know, people are going to pay for speed, so you're able to not only charge more, people are also going to pay for expertise and what you look good at. So if you were the guy who can get it in 3 months, even if you charge less or the same amount as the guy who can get it in 6, even if you charge way more, they're going to pay for you, because not only do you seem like you can do better than him, you can do it faster than him, but you're also giving them that thrill of speed, the easy way, because everyone wants to do everything easy nowadays, and easy doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. You yourself probably don't like the idea of automating systems. That's the easy way. It's not the lazy way, and it can be the lazy way, and lazy never means bad. Lazy just means the easiest way to do something, and also, more often than not, the best way. The laziest people are probably the people who make the most money with their time, because they aren't spending as much as it, and they're making the most in return. So become the expert in a certain area. Show that you are really good at this one thing. So how to stop blending in, how to stop having the lack of differentiation between different coaches. Get a unique offer. You'll get new clients, you'll get better clients, and your unique offer will allow you to not only make more money exponentially over the next 6 months, you'll onboard more, you'll look better, you'll steal clients from people, and yeah, you'll make more money. How do I attract my ideal client? Simple. Niche down and solve a specific issue. What do I mean by this? I mean, like I've just said, shorten your spectrum of what you solve into this one thing you're really good at, niche down, and solve a problem that only a select few people have. You're going to book up faster than the guy who solves every problem, because this niche offer, there's probably not very many trainers out there. So when this niche offer and the person with this niche issue finds the person with the niche offer, they attract instantly. They are both a negative and a positive attracting. They are not this one guy who solves all these loads of issues. This guy goes to him, you don't solve my issue quite well. You won't retain him. How do you price your services? The price completely comes down to an outcome. So based it on an outcome, people want to know what they can get out of things. And also, I'd say cheap equals wrong. So if you know you are basing too cheap, you are definitely attracting the wrong type of client. Like I said before, if you are able to not only, how do I word this? If you're able to do something quicker than the guy next door, you charge possibly double or a little bit more than what he charges, because you are giving them a faster time range of when they can achieve what they can achieve with him, but you're also making the same money as him then in less work, pretty much. It wouldn't be less work because you're getting someone something fast, but you're not the one who's doing the ad workout. How do I stay consistent with content? Simple. Pick a few working formats and rinse and repeat them. Consistency in content is really easy. You just continue to rinse and repeat the same things that you see working. Do a couple of R&D first. Post a couple of broad spectrum posts, maybe 15, 20 different style of video. Pick 3 or 4 that seem to yield the best amount of views and engagements. What's important is shares and engagements, likes and shares, not favorites, not follows, likes and shares, because it'll get you on more people's pages. And just keep doing it over and over again, and that is how you will grow not only your content but also your client base eventually in the future. How do I retain clients? Results plus a good experience. It's really simple. Stay in touch, stay in contact. Clients are like girlfriends. You can't just ignore them. You can't just expect them to stay. And I don't mean chase them. I don't mean be some cringy person who's like, are you okay? How are you today? All of this weird stuff. I mean, keep talking to them. Keep checking in on them. Make sure they're achieving what they should be achieving. If they're not, show them the hard cheat. Tell them, you need to be doing this, mate. You're paying me, but I want you to succeed. You retain clients by giving them a good experience, but also tracking what the experience was. By the end of the road, a lot of people tend to part ways with their coaches. There's those special coaches out there who never do. They build a friendship, they build a partnership. It doesn't have to be a friendship. I understand people like to keep it very professional, but they build a professional relationship with each other where the person becomes dependent on going to the gym with their trainer. Show them the results you've got them. People don't listen to their own mouths and heads. They see it, but they don't believe it. When it comes from a different mouth, it holds 1,000 times more value. And from there, you're able to retain the clients for longer, but also make more money, show results, prove yourself. How do I balance coaching plus marketing? Systems. Systems are really important. One, the system usually is the marketing, I would recommend. Automize your marketing, and yeah, you'll succeed. If you focus on the coaching side of things with your clients and automate the marketing, if you feel like you are snowed under or you've got maximum one-to-one, yeah, automizing and systemizing the marketing will be the most important thing for you. It'll grow you far quicker than if you were to half-ass the marketing and half-ass your clients. You'll lose clients, you won't market as well, you won't gain clients from the marketing, and you'll be stuck in a dead ship. You'll be stuck in a sinking ship with nothing going for you, and then you'll have to go 100% in your marketing. And I bet you didn't know this, but 80% of personal trainers do genuinely quit. Generally, sorry. Oh my god, that's like a pet peeve of mine, saying genuinely and generally. I read it off my page. 80% of coaches generally quit after 2 years. So don't be one of them, because you can succeed if you follow the things that we've spoken about today. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was a live stream. You'll probably see loads of the content scattered around there.